In 2022, the New York City and Western New York offices of LISC came together as a joint effort under the umbrella of LISC New York. We continue to maintain and grow our impact in those existing markets while coalescing efforts as one LISC New York team to elevate our advocacy efforts, broaden our market impact, capitalize on state economic development strategies, and leverage our combined resources to ensure that Black and Brown businesses and communities are prioritized in New York State's economic recovery through capital investment in community infrastructure, housing, and commercial real estate in disinvested communities across the state. Our commitment to the communities we serve remains. LISC New York supports local partners across New York State whose services and programs aim to create a more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable New York. LISC New York's investment strategy is guided by 3 pillars. First, radical healing that counters racial bias and inequity through legislative and policy advocacy, collaborative initiatives with community and cultural institutions, and elevating climate justice. Second is inclusive economic transformation that prioritizes public infrastructure, diverse enterprises, human talent, innovation, and community health. Lastly, sustainable wealth generation in communities of color through ownership, asset building, and career ladders. LISC New York believes that the time has come to forge a future for New York that eradicates the racial wealth gap for good, protects affordable housing, and builds pathways of meaningful economic opportunity for all New Yorkers. LISC New York has been able to accomplish quite a bit in this first year. Our community capital investments team closed almost $50 million in loans, resulting in nearly 300 affordable units and 17,000 square feet of commercial community space. They also completed activity on an additional $20 million in non-core loans supporting low to moderate homeownership opportunities, making this an incredibly successful year. Our program staff deployed nearly $400,000 in small business relief grants for BIPOC-owned small businesses. The team in Western New York deployed $375,000 to Black-led nonprofits and for-profits in response to the May 14 massacre at Tops Market. LISC New York is catalyzing the ecosystem of supports for BIPOC-owned small businesses and communities to overcome systemic barriers and build sustainable wealth by focusing on our 4 priority areas: affordable housing, economic development, workforce development and financial mobility, and health equity. LISC New York established the New York City Home Ownership Network, along with our partners, the Neighborhood Housing Services of New York City and the Center for New York City Neighborhoods, through Wells Fargo's Wealth Opportunities recognized through homeownership or Worth Grant, focused on establishing 5,000 net new BIPOC homeowners by the end of 2025. This reflects our strong commitment to investing in historically disinvested communities through ownership and the ability to grow and sustain wealth generation.